Welcome, Gemini, to your January 2024 reading. Happy New Year, Gemini. And I just want to say thank you so much for your support last month. Now, I am just having to say I offer free mini readings to new subscribers, and if you have subscribed and asked for your mini reading and I have not responded to you, please know that I will absolutely get back to you with your mini reading. I have just been so snowed under, and the response I got last month was so unexpected. I was behind in November because I was unwell and I was just really busy, and then I had this amazing response to my December reading, and now I'm so far behind because of all of the get-togethers and Christmas and holidays that I've been having. So there is a bit of a wait. You're probably looking at 4 to 6 weeks. Now, I'm still offering it to other people. If you do want a mini reading, please click the subscribe button, put new subscriber, free mini reading. Only put that, okay? Because I've been having people put in weird links and weird symbols and just not writing anything or just writing gobbledygook. And so I'm going to delete any of those messages. If you want a free mini reading, you need to put new subscriber, free mini reading, and that's it. Otherwise you might not get a response, but there is a wait, as I said. So if you're happy to wait, I will get back to everyone, I promise you. Now, I'm starting out with the Tarot of Mystical Moments deck by Katrin Weltz Stein, and I'm going to be clarifying with the Mystical Tarot. Because I'm sorry, I have to say that because I had somebody, I forgot to say it last month, and somebody asked quite adamantly what the cards were. Well, let's get into your reading. Now, you start out the energy with the Seven of Pentacles, and now this has been coming out for a lot of signs, and this card talks about you really having worked very hard here. You've tended to your garden in a metaphorical sense of the word. So Pentacles are all about your finances, your career, your home, and or even yourself. You put a lot of energy and effort and work into bettering your position, and now you've come to a point in January where you can actually have a break. There's nothing more you can do. You've done all you can, and now you can just sit back and relax and look to the next big adventure or the next project or the next idea that you have, because this does talk about, you're going to be successful, so you may as well look ahead. And the fact that you've got the Queen of Swords showing up here, this is wonderful, wonderful news, because this talks about you seeing things very, very clearly. And if you're having to make any judgment calls on anything, any choices, and I do see a choice here that you need to make, Gemini, you are going to be, as I said, able to see things clearly. You're going to be able to weigh up all of the options and make a judgment based on facts, based on what you see in front of you. Now, you are very, very comfortable in that Queen of Swords energy. You are an air sign. Queen of Swords is an air sign. Now, because this is a general reading, this can actually represent you as well. And when you show up in a reading, it is quite a powerful month. It's quite a significant reading that quite significant messages, let's put it that way. And as I said, you are going to be using your intellect, your communication to bring about an ending to any kind of any kind of difficulty, any kind of struggles. You've got the Nine of Wands there, but I'm jumping all over the place for a change. Now, the Hierophant card, this is the card of Taurus, and actually Gemini turned up in the Taurus reading as well under the Lovers card, because the Lovers card represents a Gemini. But you could very much be doing things in a quite traditional way. And the Hierophant it's actually a card of duality here. So if you have been doing things in a traditional way, you may just buck the trend, and vice versa. If you are normally the sort of person that does things their own way and doesn't listen to the way society does things, you might be approaching things in a more traditional fashion from now on in, or certainly within January, to achieve your results. But I feel like there is absolutely an ending here. You've got the World card here, and it's right after the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands talks about that energy of really that there's just one last hurdle that is in front of you when it comes to achieving your goals here. And the World card talks about you actually successfully completing it. So if you have been struggling or working hard towards a project or an idea or a business or in your career, or on yourself as well, as I mentioned earlier, you are successfully going to be able to wrap up a particular era in January and put that to bed, and that's going to leave you in a position where you are going to have to choose. It's actually a great position to be in once you have completed this cycle in your life successfully. It is going to then leave you in a position where you will need to choose out of which direction you want to go in now. Now, we will get some clarifying cards out, but the Seven of Cups does talk about being spoiled for choice and only being able to choose one of those things. So this is where I think you might approach things in a more traditional way to help you decide, but you're certainly going to have clarity here, and you're going to be able to weigh up all options and find out which is the best direction for you to be going in the future here. But let's get out the clarifying cards. Now, as I said, this is the Mystical Tarot deck. This would have to be my favorite deck. I love it. It's just, the imagery is beautiful and it just resonates with me so much. And I try to get it in here everywhere. Wow, this has been showing up for everyone, either the Hierophant, which you have, or the High Priestess has been showing up for most signs already. Now, the High Priestess is you really getting a lot of guidance, intuitive guidance, and I feel like you are going to be using a lot of these things, your clear vision, your ability to weigh up all situations, doing things in a traditional or alternatively a non-traditional way, and listening to that inner voice to allow you to choose this new direction wonderfully. And I feel like it could be to do with the way you make your money, your career. You could be choosing to start afresh in a new career and working towards working as an apprentice almost. Whether this is just a new role and you're becoming a manager, you still kind of have to start learning the skills of this new role. And can you believe this? You have the Seven of Cups twice. This is just the angel saying, I meant what I said here. You know, the Seven of Cups is a choice, a significant, and because it's shown up twice, this is a really significant decision that you're making. Now, also the fact that you've received two sevens here. Sevens are about a bit of having a multiple sevens. It's almost like God there is some soul searching going on here. There's some messages coming from God or your angels, your spirit guides. That can be, multiple sevens can talk about that as well. But in general, the Seven of Cups is, it's like it's almost like there's a stall here. There's a bit of a sense of waiting before that next direction shows up. And you actually may have to do some research and really to really find the right answers. That's how significant this choice is. It's not just oh yeah, I'm gonna eat that for dinner rather than that. It's not like that. It's like a significant choice that really requires you to look at deeply. Now, sometimes this having multiple Seven of Cups can actually even talk about someone that is struggling with addictions as well. So some of you, I feel like you are coming to the end of this road as well. It's been a hard slog, as I said. There's going to be one final hurdle, but you are going to overcome this here. There will be a successful completion. I mean, obviously, that doesn't relate to everyone, but yeah, that could be a message here for some of you. So, if you're being asked here, has to do with dependency on healthy behaviors, there could be a struggle here, but I feel like, as I said, this is not for all of you. Some of you will be able to make a correct decision here. Sorry, I've just moved the box. Yeah, a lot of you are going to make the right decision here. Now, just be careful. In that last lot, you also got the Four of Cups. Now, this is a card that can talk about you missing an opportunity because you are perhaps focused on some things that are taking your energy that you don't really need to be focused on. You might miss this wonderful opportunity that is getting presented to you. And, you might brush it aside and not think that it is a good way to go. But if this opportunity lies within one of these cups, use that inner knowledge, use those downloads, use those intuitive messages to really allow the right decision to be sort of shown to you almost. Like if you're feeling stuck and you can't choose, there is guidance here for you. Now, the Three of Swords. Wow, okay. Yeah, there is this soul-searching kind of message here for you, Gemini. I feel like, that you've got the Hermit there. I feel like a lot of you, you might have been feeling left out in the cold a little bit, or you might actually be removing yourself from society and almost like going into a hermit mode. And because of some heartache that you have really gone through, and you are realizing now that you have to release it and let it go. And so you might be, going within and really dealing with this very heartbreaking, very painful situation that you've been carrying around, and you realize that you have to release it. And you might need to ask people for help, Gemini. The Five of Pentacles does talk about, you look at the injured, poor people standing outside of the church, and inside there is abundance, there is security, there is assistance, there is warmth, there's sustenance. All they have to do is to go inside and there will be people there to help. So I feel like there is definitely some people here that can help you. And you've got a fire sign here, so an Aries, a Leo, or a Sagittarian, and you've got a Capricorn, a Virgo, or a Taurus here. So these are people that could potentially help you. These are people that may also be the cause of your pain. But there is, you are really going to be healing this in January, if not working on this through the whole of 2024. Yeah, I feel like this could be conflict, definitely, that you have with these people, or a bit of a stalemate situation in terms of not moving forward, not moving backward. There could be an issue where things are stuck, communication is stuck, you're not getting anywhere, you're not able to communicate your thoughts or ideas to these people. These could be people in your workplace, these could be people in your family. But there is an absolute end to that. There is healing here of any rifts, of any issues, of any heartbreaks, of any pain. This is so much connected with that Hermit card, if you can see it just through there. This is shutting the door on the outside world. You could be going away on a holiday, on a retreat somewhere, and just really allowing your mind, your body, your spirit to heal. But definitely a card of healing there. And there's a card of justice here as well. You have got the Page of Cups and Justice. So could be a water sign here as well, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. But there is justice coming in for you. Things are coming back into balance. If there has been an imbalance in a relationship in any way, that is really coming to a level playing field, level keel, and you're going to be able to see things clearly. And it's interesting, you got the Justice card, but you also got the Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Swords is a Libra. Justice represents a Libra here. So I feel like definitely some balanced energy, and you just being able to look at a situation with complete clarity and really weigh up all the options logically here for yourself, Gemini. But you're getting some really good news as well, some really loving emotional messages coming in. Pages are all about messages or messengers, so you might be getting a lovely message from a younger person here. Love letters for some of you, or certainly just beautiful notes, or happy, good news. Page of Cups always is wonderful news coming in here for you. And it could be to do with a legal issue, it could be to do with a contractual issue. If you've been worrying about anything, if you are closing off something to do with one career and another, you're going to be getting some good news about that as well. And if there's been any judgments that have been against you, that are if you are going through any legal issues, things are going to be going in your favor in terms of legally your judgments against you. Now I'm going to pull out one final card, and this is from the Now I Understand Oracle deck. I love this deck. I've only recently got it, and of course because of the craziness of last month I completely forgot to use it. It's by Janine McLean, and the imagery on the back here is by her daughter Lauren. Now this card is advice. Someone has good advice. It comes from a trustworthy source. I like that for you, Gemini. Now I'm seeing this very much linked with first the Justice card, the Queen of Swords, and also you got a card here. You've got more good news here, which I forgot to mention. Good news about your finances. But, I can't find it now. Yeah, the Virgo card as well, the Hermit. And also you got the Four of Cups and the two sevens. There is this decision. So if you need to make a choice here, there is someone that you can reach out to and ask for assistance and ask for advice as well. So very much listen out for that. We'll leave it there, Gemini. Thank you so much again for your support last month. Please take me up on my offer of that free mini reading if you are prepared to wait. I will get back to you. Have a great month, and I hope to see you next month. Bye.